Once upon a time, there was a young man named Alex who had big dreams of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He had a brilliant idea for a startup, but he lacked the confidence to bring it to fruition. Alex was plagued by self-doubt and a constant sense of sadness that kept him from taking action. One day, he came across an old man who was sitting on a bench in the park. The old man was staring off into the distance with a look of contentment on his face. Alex approached the old man and asked him what the secret to happiness was. The old man smiled and said, "The secret to happiness is to find something that motivates you to reach greatness." Alex was puzzled by this response and asked the old man to elaborate. The old man began to tell him a story about his own life. He explained how he had always dreamed of being a great musician, but life had taken him in a different direction. He had a family to support, bills to pay, and responsibilities that made it difficult for him to pursue his dream. The old man had experienced his fair share of sadness and disappointment, but he had never given up on his dream. He had always found ways to incorporate music into his life, even if it was just playing a few notes on his guitar before bed. He found motivation in his love for music, and it gave him the strength to keep going. As the old man finished his story, Alex felt a sense of clarity wash over him. He realized that he had been letting his own sadness and self-doubt hold him back from reaching greatness. He had to find something that motivated him, something that would give him the strength to pursue his dreams even when the going got tough. Alex left the park feeling more inspired than he had in years. He went home and began working on his startup with renewed enthusiasm. He knew that there would be setbacks and challenges along the way, but he was determined to reach greatness. Years later, Alex's startup had become a massive success. He had accomplished everything he had set out to do and more. He often thought back to the old man in the park and the lessons he had learned that day. He knew that his success was due in part to the motivation he had found in his love for entrepreneurship, and he was grateful for the lesson that had helped him overcome his sadness and self-doubt.